everywhere in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And that's because of how we decided that this force of will must happen. The pull down structure, the pull down phenomenon is too evident here. Everybody's this pocket of interest where everybody's pushing the agenda, the individual agenda.
Self-agenda.
Yeah, you can only get so far doing that. As a collective, you move further, you move faster. Okay? And as a collective, you can force anybody to the table. You know, and that's what we're doing. You know, that's what we're pushing our thing.
So you think we don't move collectively, we don't move together?
Whatever it is that informs our difference back home, the one singular thing is that every time there's an international opportunity, we come together as one unequivocal force to get that opportunity first. When Netflix came, we came together, took the deal. Then we started being, greedy, and everybody was trying to get, but we brought the deal first.
Okay.
Amazon, the same.
You forgot about individual differences, and they came together.
It has to be a like-mindedness.
Okay.
And it's not apparent here, you know. So when that comes, then you can begin to structure your returns, your ROI, because no financial institution will invest in a structure that doesn't have an explicit or a contemporary ROI. Firm ground to be invested in. How is the return? How is it going to be? I mean, what are the collaterals? What are the, what's the financial literacy that's involved in it?
Yeah.
Well, how does it make sense to them?
Yeah.
So all those things, and they are well established. You have a well established private sector. You have a thriving political system here. You have a leadership that is open minded. Okay, it's a capitalist world out here. So the welfare can only complement what you're asking for. How you've structured your industry, your establishment to make those requests. We made that happen, and nobody can take it for granted. Is in Nigeria, a producer can sit down at Netflix, give me $1 million, I'll give you a series.
So
and it happened.
So sitting back, you feel that we haven't done enough as Ghanaians.
How can you ask for something that you haven't attained? Okay, when the structure is right, you can ask for virtually everything. When we wanted to start back coming, I had banks. I was already. I'm in real estate. Okay. We have 2 or 3 banks we work with. I can walk in and just take serious money and go do my. But this was a different thing. And most of them were very skeptical about it. I'm in logistics. I do a little bit of oil and gas sometimes. We're also in Airbnb when the travel industry. Okay, so I didn't want to do this with that. When we sat down with my financiers and I said, this is what I'm going to create. This is the amount I need. They said, okay, take from your real estate, stake it as collateral.
Okay.
We'll give you the money you need. You go shoot your film.
Okay.
And I hated that because they never asked me, take money from your travel agency, fund your my real estate business in order to move forward. And they never asked me that. So why are you making that request in my entertainment business? So I decided to fund it alone.
Okay.
So after funding it, I sat down and put together a thesis of sorts and sent it to the financial institutions and said, this is the return that is a potential for this.
Yeah.
By the time Netflix give me X figure or Amazon give me X figure, I release it on these other platforms. I can sell it to that. I'm making almost 1,000% on ROI. It takes you 4 or 5 months for you to cash out every time I do a real estate deal. So you see, this is faster.
Yeah.
This is actually more viable.
Yeah.
You turned it down because you thought
the return is very quick one.
Yes. So that woke them up to the fact they're having discussions amongst themselves how they're going to fund my next project now. That will not happen here.
It will not happen.
It can't happen now here because basically there's no belief system, there's no background, even there's no structure as to how this return can even come. Okay, Netflix is not paying that kind of money here.
Yeah,
you can get in Nigeria you can make about $500 million.
So you think Ghana we are far behind? Alone. We think Ghana is far behind.
You're not far behind. You just refuse to wake up to the fact of recent situation.
Bad comments. Bad comments. I saw an artwork, EIB network collaborating with Basement launch, trying to let people have a feel of the bad comment. So how's the bad comment doing now?
Amazing. Number one, for the last 2 months back home, we've toured about 5 or 6 cities. We've been doing something really unique of late. I've been doing something that I tried here. People are looking at it funny. So I felt the premier experience is usually geared to a certain class. Everybody in this room can afford a ticket. There are people that want to see your work, that support your work, students and low-income earners that can't afford a ticket. So what we did was that I said, let me change the experience. I got all my businesses I'm involved in. I called the associates. I called a board meeting for each of them. I called people that I've done business with and friends that have supported me, top tier friends. And I said, if you want to support me, buy tickets for my fans. Okay, buy out theaters for my fans. It means nothing to you. It means one watch to you. You guys buy $200,000 watches. One hall is about 20K. So buy it out. Buy 7 for me, and I'll give it free of charge. Yes, and that's what they did in Lagos. They bought 5, and I gave it free of charge. Everybody that came to Lagos watched. In Abuja, they bought 7 theaters. Okay,
and it takes you to the grounds.
It takes just 4 people. They just bought 4 theaters,
and it gets you connected to the
the
real people.
You know, the show of love and appreciation where you call people that support you and say, guys, bring your family, bring your kids, come watch this movie free of charge. So we did it for 7 theaters, 5, 4, 3, 2, different places. So I came to Accra and I said, hey, where are your rich folks? Okay, where are your boys that got money? Buy at the theater. They're like, Charlie, that was. I said, no, it's not for me. I don't need the money. But buy at the theater. Let me invite students. Let me invite low-income earners. I can tell my driver, for instance, is complaining that he's saying he's got 7 people in his family. He can only afford 2. Now I can tell him, bring us 7 and come and watch this film free of charge. Just buy your popcorn. As a matter of fact, I said at some point, I'll do half a theater, buy all the popcorn. You guys buy 2. Well, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen?
No, nobody.
In Accra?
No.
People had to come in and then buy it themselves.
Buy things and go. So what I did, I went to the Nigerian community, the Igbo community, and I told Chief Wandu and the SND Igbo there, that's the head of the Igbo community. I said, I want a free theater. So they bought 2.
Wow.
Yeah. So I when I came to Kumerica.
Yeah.
I said, okay, this is cool. It's here. I mean, it's Kumasi, man. This is Gold City. You know what I'm saying? So you guys do even 10 seats, man. Let me. there's old money here, bro. No, come on, man. Let do 10 seats or 20. Let me give you that free of charge to someone. Charlie, it's been a brick wall, man.
Oh my God.
So, maybe tomorrow I'll just get mad and say, okay, in the morning, okay, I'll do 1 hour. But it's only 1 theater, so I'm not even saying I have to do 470.
You see?
And it's a matter of fact that when I came here, they said the theaters are closed because of COVID.